Well, today is a very special vlog. It is a Gold Diggers Christmas special. Even Matt's managed to wrangle a very religious Christmas jumper, let's just say that. I've got my classic Elvis and Everton on, what more do you want? So today we are back in the good old PO postcode, and we're actually at Porchester today, but a bit of a weird one, because they're not actually the ho-ho home team. We're actually watching Moneyfields, so Porchester are indeed the away team. So stay tuned, because today I have a feeling it's going to be a good one. And please stay tuned, because you'll be sorry if you miss it.
You know it's going to be 0-0 now. Here with Dave Hayter, who is a volunteer at Moneyfields Football Club. As we know, at this level, volunteers are the lifeblood of the club. So Dave, tell us a little bit about Moneyfields.
Well, I started with Moneyfields when they were in the Hampshire League. My daughters were involved and went down there, and since then I've been there ever since. I've done the programme for 20 odd years, and then basically done everything from following the reserves, managing the reserves, the odd game when we couldn't get any managers in those days.
So what's your day-to-day match day for you? What does that entail?
Normally we get here about 12 o'clock, doing the pitches, sorting things out, sorting out the turnstiles, just general, making sure everything's ready for match days.
And how important to local communities are clubs like Moneyfields?
Very, very important. And with most clubs now disappearing because they haven't got the volunteers to help. The clubs like Porchester, Baffins, Moneyfields, even Haverhill and Waterlooville, they haven't got the volunteers. They can't run because you need the volunteers to carry on.
And finally, this is a ground topping vlog. What would you say to anyone who fancies catching a Moneyfields game?
Well, you can guarantee goals, especially this season. We've got a fantastic defence. We're the second best defence in non-league football this season. And the amount of goals we're scoring, you can guarantee at least anything from 2 to 8.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for your time, Dave.
That's
Appreciate
all right.
it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Here we are, giving ourselves an early Christmas treat today with a potentially high quality game of Wessex League football. I've risen from the dead after a merry night last night, watching the Smythes in Boscombe, the brilliant Smiths tribute band by the way. So yeah, driven up from Highcliffe area today with young Matthew here, sporting his very sexy Christmas jumper. So, as mentioned in the intro, it's actually Moneyfields at home today and Porchester the away team in their own ground. But I'm very much looking forward to today because I've not seen Moneyfields before and they've been playing great football all season, so I'm very excited to see how they get on today. And also Porchester again as well. I've seen them a few times this season, haven't we? Yeah. And they've looked solid, but see if Moneyfields are the team to beat. So what's your stats for today,
Well,
Matthew?
I'm going to use something that's not one of my stats. I got this off Twitter, off the wonderful non-league HQ Twitter feed. And on predicted games, because obviously Moneyfields have played less than lot of teams in the top, they would be currently top of the league if they played those games in hand.
Yes.
Yeah, very good side, Moneyfields. Only one defeat in 13 games in the league this season. Their last 3 games, they won 8-1 against Fareham Town, 3-0 against Portland, and 6-2 against Bournemouth Poppies. So there's goals in the team.
Definitely, yes.
Well, just look at Callum Laycock and Ryan Pennery, the 2 strikers. Pennery's ex-Porchester, both got 20 goals in the league this season already. So it shows you they've got the goal threat up front. Another player that's come in and really stood out this season is Stanley Bridgman, who's got 7 goals this season. He's come from Pagham, who were relegated last season from the Wessex Premier. They now play across in the combined counties in the move around. And it's veteran midfielder Stephen Ramsey of over 200 games for Porchester has joined them this season. He's had a bit of skill and experience in that midfield, and I think Moneyfields having a really good season. One thing you will say, being a nomadic club is not fun. I think they'll be looking forward to getting into the John Jenkins Stadium when they get a chance.
Yeah, because it'd be interesting to see the size of their fan base, especially as it's quite competitive area, isn't it, Portsmouth, with all the teams you've got around, especially in the Wessex League.
Yeah.
Also, they're competing with good old Portsmouth today, who are at home. So
yeah,
we'll see what the crowd's like today. Pretty quiet at the moment. We're expecting a late influx.
As for Porchester, their last 3 games, 5-0 win against Bournemouth Poppies, a 3-1 win in the local derby against Baffins, but surprisingly, Laverstock and Ford beat them 3-2, so they just show a slight vulnerability.
They're always prone to a slip-up every now and again, Porchester. That's what I find with them, but can't fault their fans, so we're going to catch up with Lewis in a bit.
Again,
which is always good.
I think the important thing also, we're looking for a Porchester perspective, is the defence this time. Steve Mofrapp in goal, very good. Archie Wilcox and Ryan Woodford are part of the reasons why they've only conceded 18 goals all season.
Yes.
But they've also chipped in with goals up the other end. Wilcox has got 5 and Woodford's got 4. So if you've got that in your team, defenders that can chip in goals.
There's always that, yeah. And also, we're looking forward to a good Lee Walk performance today. No pressure, Lee. Thank you very much.
We most certainly are not.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to the on-site Ridge Stadium this afternoon. Obviously, Wessex League.
There is no Santa.
Here goes South Hurley! Get in, get in there! That's right! One! Get out! Yes! 18! Run on! What are you on about? Love it, go on, Lord!
Ran out of angle there.
Good save.
Half time here, and it's Moneyfields 2, Porchester 0. Moneyfields have very much cashed in on their home advantage. Very good. Very good performance, I thought, so far. They solid, aren't they? They don't seem to give the ball away. They're very tidy in possession. Porchester, those 2 early goals have knocked them, I thought, and they haven't really recovered as of yet. But the good thing for Porchester is still 2-0, so they're still in the game. So What do you think, Matthew?
Well, I think they started slowly. They, like you said, been giving the ball away a lot, and it kind of reminds me of the performance against Lymington Town, but Lymington obviously didn't punish them. But Moneyfields have. I mean, the first goal was 3 minutes. It was Stephen Ramsey free kick into the box. Porchester failed to deal with it, didn't clear it, and Thomas Jeffs just put it into the corner.
Yeah.
So that was 1-0. The second goal was a very short pass out from the back, and I mean, D'Souza just picked the ball up. He must have run 20 yards before belting into the top corner. It's a hell of a goal.
Great finish.
They should never have given the ball away.
No.
Moneyfields very tight at the back as well. I like one of the centre backs. I do apologise, didn't pick the name up. Number 5. He's been picking the ball up. He's actually been an attacking threat as well.
Yeah.
So he's been winning the ball in the defence. He's been allowed to step forward. The full-backs on both sides for Moneyfields have been very good bombing forward as well, overloading down the right and left flanks, and I don't think Porchester have dealt with it, and like you said, it's not the stuffing out of them. They've not really had a chance to speak of.
Not had much momentum, have they, the first half?
No. And it can obviously change second half. Lee Walt's on now, so you know they've got a goal threat, but they're going to need that early goal, I feel, to get back into the game if they're going to do it.
Yes, but as things stand, Moneyfields are a banker for the win today.
Hello, someone's fertile. I thought, no, Andy, you're a fool for this, not me.
Hello. Greedy Millhouse, greedy.
Good win today?
Yeah, comfortable, I felt.
First half you looked particularly good. Did you have a game plan to go out there, maybe capitalise on any sort of breaks you could get?
No, we've watched them a lot, so we come and watch, we know what they're about, they know what we're about. Thought they just went for a few diags. We needed to just sort that out. I thought first half we dealt with that. We was a bit disappointed how slow we started second half, but no, all in all, I thought the better team
I was going to say, the front pairing of Callum Laycock and Ryan Pennery, particularly good up. Didn't score today, but they created a lot of chances.
I'm loath to say, but I think they're the best pair in the league. They're not the best individual players. There's maybe individually better players, but as a pair, they're as good as anything I think in the league. So I'm pleased with them.
And do you think that's beating Porchester obviously sends a statement to the rest of the league that Moneyfields are going to be up there for promotion?
I don't think so. I think the top. I think Pat, by his own admission at Brock, says he's looking for that 5th place, and I think the top 4 now. You look at the league, they're probably nailed on. So it don't matter where we finish. If it ain't first, we'll be playing at the end of it, but everyone will be going for that.
And finally, this is a ground hopping vlog. What would you say to anyone who wants to come down to catch a Moneyfields game?
Check the websites, because we could be playing anywhere.
That's brilliant. Thank you very much.
Well, certainly got our money's worth today. Final score was Moneyfields 4, Porchester 2. Moneyfields pretty much worthy winners in the end. I thought it was a closer second half. Porchester did come out a bit more intent than Navigan in the second half. Got an early goal through Wart, and then straight after he had a really good chance. Could have been 2-2, could have changed the game, but then Moneyfields scored a few minutes later, 3-1, and then I think from there they never looked back. And I thought they always had a goal in Moneyfields if they needed to, but yeah, really good game. Exactly what I expected from 2 of the best teams in the Wessex League. What do you think, Matthew?
I think the second half, first half, I don't think the Portchester attacks get a lot of change out of Moneyfields back 4, but particularly Lee and Jeffers at the back were very good. Jeff's obviously got a goal for the first one, but then it was when it's a corner, Lee Walt puts it in, and like you said, if he takes that other chance, it's a game changer. But then I liked the way Laycock and Pennery played up front for Moneyfields. They didn't get any goals today, but
they looked dangerous.
They created a lot of chances. I mean, Harry Sargent took his goal very well. If you watch the back when I think it's Penry's pass to him, is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And he slotted that way calmly. A bit of debate on the last goal. It went down as James Franklin. I thought it was an own goal. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to look back at it and.
But again, it was another good move. Sliced Porchester's defence open time and time again. Then they look really tidy on the ball, Moneyfields, and you can see why they are potentially the best team in this league at the moment. Although the table doesn't suggest that, but in time, you wouldn't be surprised if they did finish top, would you?
I wouldn't be surprised if they finished top, but then I think the same thing about Stoneham. I think the same thing about Porch on their day. I think Sharp. I mean, it's such a competitive at the top of the Premier League for Wessex in a minute.
Yeah, and even mid-table teams are causing a few surprises recently, so it's made for a very good.
I think the introduction of the playoffs this year has made it a lot more competitive than some of the
gives
top
a lot of
two
teams something to play for throughout the season.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, very impressed. Had a very good day out. I think the only really thing to say is Merry Christmas to all our listeners, and hopefully all viewers, yes, or shut up.
That's the outro.